Today is February 27th, and we're going to tell you who's on the opening day roster. Let's talk Yanks. It's a guessing game. Don't get all upset.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy, Jake.
Wahoo!
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, steam and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. BBD is in the room with us. We're in the warehouse suite. We're in the owner's suite here at the warehouse in Jersey City. Tomorrow we'll be on flights to Tampa to take in the spring, say hello to the fellas, and make some fun videos. Today, after like 8 games of spring, we are going to predict the opening day roster. Not lineup, roster. Jake, are you ready for this challenge?
I could even see a little lineup talk too. Jim, Davis, everyone tuning in. I think so. I already have the players that are in a weird spot. Because it's tough to put Stroh down, but he gets paid a lot of money.
The bench is interesting as well.
So yeah, this is when you know the season is sneaking up. What's the date today?
February 27th.
Okay. I feel like I have something to do on
And
the
it's not a
27th.
leap year.
Right.
Not a leap year.
When's the next one? 28?
2028, yeah.
Okay.
Opening day 1 month away from
Guy
today.
studies his leap years.
So yeah. I'm excited for real baseball. Like even give me the Tokyo game.
Yeah, spring training doesn't really scratch an itch because it's not competitive in any way.
You didn't like some of the Cardinals at bats yesterday.
Not a knock on the Warren because I did think he looked nasty, but that game, whatever, who cares? It felt very much like a
Spring training
like
game.
a rain out game. Let's get
And
out
that's
of
bad
town.
of it.
They were swinging the first 4 innings were like maybe 30 minutes long.
Right.
It was wild.
Do we want to send some well wishes for Joseph's foot? I know that's...
Well, yes, always. He lost his foot.
Lost some abilities in his foot.
Yeah. It's sympathy pain. There are some very interesting spots here, though, Jake, in this lineup.
Let's say it about it.
And I meant roster when I said that. Is there any housekeeping, Bees, before we get into the main event?
I think stuff what we plan to talk about a little more after, but like Wells played. I know we alluded to.
And he hit the crap out of the ball twice to left center.
A little Yankees goof.
Weird. I mean, you know what? A lot of guys haven't played yet, so they are
Who are
doing
some of
this.
those guys.
Judge,
Right.
DJ.
Right. As long as those two are in the top 3, that's all I care about.
I mean, Rodon's about to make his second start, and I don't think some pitchers have made one.
Don't believe we've seen Cole
I was
Freed.
going to say no cold day.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Freed.
Thought I saw a whisper somewhere of Freed potentially this weekend.
Will Warren,
Should be there.
Stroman, Rodon, Cookie Carrasco, Boyle have been the starters. And Rodon's starting again today.
He's just ready.
So that's interesting. Yeah. So we still haven't seen people.
It's a new year, and we're all about setting goals and actually hitting them this year. And that's why I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, Huel, spelled H-U-E-L, the global complete nutrition brand trusted by millions. Huel is a perfectly balanced meal designed by experts to provide all the nutrients your body needs from a meal. Huel takes the guesswork out of healthy eating. They're convenient and taste so good. Huel shakes actually taste like a milkshake, and they come in chocolate or vanilla. I like the black edition, ready to drink, because it's got 35 grams of protein plus 27 vitamins and minerals all in one handy bottle. So join the community of Hueligans With this exclusive offer for new customers, 15% off plus a free gift with code YANKS at Huel.com. 15% plus a free gift for new customers with the code YANKS at Huel.com. Start your year off strong. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters.
Let's do it.
Boom.
I know. We'll go shot for shot. I predict Cole to be on the opening day roster.
That's good.
And
He wasn't on last year's opening day roster.
yeah, I know. Don't predict an injury.
No, right?
Okay, so the rotation, you got Cole, Fried, Heel,
Oh, stealing my picks.
Rodon,
Yeah.
Schmidt, Stroman. I don't know if we want to let's just do this now.
Or maybe there's a Stroman team and a not Stroman team.
I don't know. I don't know how it's very
The team. He's had a spring training start.
yeah. What was it?
It was real
It
good.
was the first one. It was 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Do you think if Stroman makes the team, because he said he's not going to the bullpen, he's also not going to go to the minors.
Right.
If they can't move him and everyone stays healthy, what does that mean? Does that mean, because he's still a starting pitcher, so would he'd have to start. They have to do a 6-man or put Schmidt or Heel and some to give them,
Yeah.
some relief early in the season.
I forgot about Heel because they've been rude enough to Clark that I don't think they're going to do that enough. That I could see them being like, hey, Heel had his first big workload in a while. As we start this season, we'll have him ready to go in the pen to throw 60 pitches or something like that. I guess that could be reality a little bit.
Or they just go 6-man through April to give everyone a little rest. I don't
Yes, but we know those are their least favorite words in the whole organization. So I was wondering if they do that with keeping Cole regular, because Cole has been adamant about that. Could you do something like that? I don't know. It gets really weird really quick.
They just put him in the bullpen, Stroman, and say you're our swing man. But he said he's not going to do that. But it's not like he can't. He just might not do it.
You
happily.
give him the.
But he's got to be on the 26-man.
You have to be on the 26.
Unless they trade him.
You give him the 7th start of the season. Cole doubles up.
Yeah, it's interesting. Right now.
Because it's game, off day, game.
Yeah.
Game, off day.
All cold weather places. I don't know if that matters. If they do what they did last August when they had all the bodies healthy for 2 turns through the rotation, where it's maybe 1 turn it's a Clark Heel piggyback and the other way around the next.
There's 2 off days in the first 4 days. Game, off day, game, off day.
Right.
Cole will get back out there.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, the question then is, we can have different answers here, but do you think a Stroman trade is guaranteed and then you would leave him off the opening day roster at this point? Or do you think an injury, what do you think is more likely? An injury is more likely and he stays on the roster. Right now I have Stroman on the 26-man roster.
Yes.
I can't see the Yankees finding anything they perceive as value at this point when they have 0 leverage.
Yankees hate a bad trade. I feel like we do it. And that's a good concept. I don't hate the root of that concept. I guess we do this every trade deadline. And then didn't our guy Cash have a quote one year? Not about a Yankee tax, but something of that ilk.
Yeah.
That you're right. I mean, there's a couple useful starting pitchers available that can be tapped into in free agency, although we're starting to get to sketchy territory. If you ain't at camp throwing, it's just how it works. Stroman, he makes a real contract. I guess for me, I don't believe in the Yankees I don't think the Yankees are going to have a throw up their hands moment and be like, "Ooh, we're gonna have to really take a wash on this one and eat 80% of Stroman, and now you're on this team." They don't do that. I think their number one rule is like, don't make a bad deal, which again, not a horrible rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, between all the pitchers, and we're seeing some of the a lot of bullpen guys get stuff happening. I think they ride it out, and if there's got to be an awkward couple weeks, they get there.
Yeah. So I have them in.
I have them in currently. It's tough to have them out.
Yeah. I think a lot of people will just be like, they gotta, and then that's their mentality. It's like, they can't. But like the reality of it is I don't know if it's going to happen. So, okay, we both have Stroman in, 6-man or long man, or they do something. I don't know what they're going to do if everyone's healthy. But we have everyone healthy.
If the three options were fake 6-man, that they don't acknowledge,
I would take Heel,
be
Clark,
rude to Heel or
Stroman.
Clark.
I'd pick your spots with the three of them and put them on a ease into it rotation. Clark's got injured a bunch.
It's true.
Heel is the most innings he ever thrown.
Yeah.
You want to show Stroh off, so something like that. It's really not even crazy. Other teams do
Right.
bigger rotations to start the year and ease into it. So it's not like anyone that would be like freaking out over this. And they're all starting pitchers.
Piggyback Heel and Clark.
Yeah, I don't know.
Save the bullpen for a day.
Let's.
Hey, Stroh's on the team.
You want to do bullpen? Because that, having the 6 starters now,
right,
leaves you 1, 2, 3.
Well, Brubaker's banged up, so
leaves you 7.
Leaves room.
Leaves you 7 areas for a reliever.
Devin Williams. I'll go first.
Okay, I think he's going to be on. I think Luke Weaver's going to be on.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Cruz.
Yep.
Tim Hill.
Uh-huh.
Leiter, who's got his goatee going again.
Yep.
Not what they had in mind.
Split him.
But okay.
I guess that's well kept.
And you have Stroman down there. I don't think Brubaker's going to be on.
Feels like they, at
He
this
got banged
point,
up.
are in position to fake IL him or real IL him if he's depending where they're at.
Matzik is an option here.
Oh. Forgot about that.
Booney liked what he saw. He said he looked like old Matzik. But that's an option here as a reliever that could crack it.
Didn't you like Cam Schlitter Splitter?
Cam Splitter. No, I didn't see it. So it's not a no. It's just.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Clayton Beater.
I think Clayton Beater won't break camp with the team because he has. They said he was like getting into.
And just by being one of the ones that's optionable too.
Yeah.
Yeri De Los Santos also has options.
Yes, so I don't. But
like those guys, I'd see it being like those guys start in the minors to get Matzik onto the opening day.
It's
team.
Matzik.
Yeah, I think Matzik is going to be there
That's
because
cool.
otherwise you lose him, right?
I'd assume. I don't think we got those details in his contract.
I think he has the service time where you automatically have that. You can. Yeah. I think you can work out what if you move your opt-out date back 2 weeks? Teams can do that, but let's assume no funny business, and he has the end of spring opt-out.
I'm in on it. I want 2 lefties. Matzik could be good.
Mm-hmm. There's not a real long man, but then you do because we have Stroman and the others.
You do. It's just they don't want to be long men.
Yeah. All right, so no Brubaker and Matzik, and then the rest feel kind of like locks. Like Williams is a lock, Weaver's a lock. Hamilton, it's injury. I don't think they're starting in the minors if he's healthy.
Hamilton's a lock.
Cruz is a lock. You would hope, unless he has a horrible spring, but he's a lock. Tim Hill's a lock. Mark Leiter Jr. is a lock. He's got no options. So there's one spot of flex. So I don't know if there's another vet guy like Matzik that they invited that outperforms and they'd rather not lose him. But right now,
name value wise, it's your guy Rob Zastrinsky. Colton Brewer, former Yankee great, is back. But yeah, I think the only wild card, I guess, would be Brubaker's health. Because, I don't know, Fangraph still has him on the roster. He has MLB experience. But
yeah, but I think they're going to want him in the rotation. down in AAA.
I agree, but he doesn't have options. So if he's not hurt,
Woo.
like we're kind of we're making hurt assumptions because he did get a little hurt.
You can't have Brubaker and Stroman situation.
Probably gonna move Stroman, right? That's what we've thought all offseason.
They probably are.
But
it's hard. Okay.
is it for a major leaguer? Is it for Clayton
Is it a move
Beater?
they're, like, good with?
The old Gallo? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll go Matzik, Brubaker, or Matzik Stroman.
I like Matzik Stroman for now.
Yeah. All right.
Brubaker's banged up.
Don't think we're out of line. Like penciling Brew. We're not assuming new injuries that happen.
No, go
But presently hurt.
Not allowed to assume new injuries in this.
AAA.
Starting infielders. Here are the locks in the infield: Wells, Goldie, Jazz,
Yep.
Volpe,
Yep.
and we think Oswaldo Cabrera is a lock to be on the roster.
On the team.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
And then Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge; those guys are all locks.
Yes.
There's a lot of spots remaining. There's 4 spots. You have Grisham, who, if he's healthy,
Trent's on the team.
Oh, yeah.
has he played
That
yet?
spot's not loose. Oh, no need.
Has not played yet. I believe I saw some. Oh, because he had the hammy right
Yeah.
before camp. So I think he's on the March 1st plan.
Wear and
So
tear.
we might see him this weekend.
One setback or fake setback. But yeah, he's on the team. Then you have the backup catcher. That seems like a straight up fake fight / they want to bring someone in. Right now, I'm going to go Ascara over Jackson.
They like Ascara. He gets featured in a lot of the social media videos.
And he's already on the 40-man. Jackson isn't.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Ascara. Has he gotten more reps?
I know Jackson's catching Rodon today.
Ascara's gotten 3 starts, but he did have 1 at DH, and Jackson has only played 1 game. The only interesting thing is if you want the platoon, because Ascara's lefty. But if you see Wellesley as your catcher, and the backup is only going to be like relief and like load
backup
management and not a platoon, then you wouldn't care about it that much. It does hinder you off the bench a little, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go Ascara. I'm leaning Ascara over Alex Jackson.
At this second, like if we're talking about backup catcher platoons, like Alex Jackson, I know bats right-handed, but his history of offensive production,
Yeah.
Slim.
it's all kind of the same.
I don't know. I could also see them, let's say, because we believe that they think something is supposed to shake out catcher-wise.
Yeah. or
Like
they
we
just have a
we
plan.
don't think Jackson Ascar is the plan. So if you're
Is
using
his name? Oh, I thought you were telling me that J.C. Ascara's first name was Jackson.
No.
Which could be.
could be
Probably not.
it's not. The Yankees
Juan
love
Carlos Escara.
the Yankees love an asset. If they break camp with Ascara as the backup catcher, they'd lose Alex Jackson. So
He probably clears waivers.
I think we were assuming that Ascara is the safer 40-man. Call him up, why not? But he has options that Alex Jackson would be the
Oh, I see what you're
he
saying.
stays.
If Wells is the starter and the bench spot is not actually going to get used that much, then like a Jahmai Jones situation, you have Jackson on the roster and he's a stash.
He's in Detroit with
Dude,
Glaber,
I
by the
hate
way. Yeah.
the bench.
Yeah.
We talked about this coming up. I don't know if it's out, the PvP of Grisham. Like, he doesn't offer value off the bench. He's just a reserve outfielder that sits on the bench. And if Jackson breaks a team, that's 2 bench spots where you don't have any pinch run, pinch hit.
Backup.
Defense gets better.
2 of your 4 bench players don't have a role.
Yeah, off the bench.
Yeah.
They're just
Their role off
Reserve.
the bench is only to get the starter rest.
Yeah.
Not like nothing about what they do.
But to start the year, yeah, I think Alex Jackson makes more sense because of the option situation. They wouldn't lose an asset. So just playing the Yankees guessing game, I'd do Escara because at least he can pinch hit for if he can hit, which he's hit for a righty.
Burn the catcher. Backup catcher J.C. Escar to pinch it for a righty.
He does have some util to his game. Like, he's not a pure...
I don't know.
He's not like a catcher only. So
what righty are they going to pinch hit him for?
Volpe at the end of a game? If you got Peraza on the team? Yeah, it's not Yankees world. They wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I think in this world, with no other catcher coming in, I think Jackson at least does that first week.
Yeah. I don't like.
So you don't like the Jackson, Grisham, Peraza, DJ bench?
Well, we'll get to. We haven't decided on the rest. You think DJ's going to be on it? I do not.
Waterbird, we are proud to partner with Waterbird. Waterbird makes real canned cocktails with real spirits and real juice. All Waterbirds are 5% ABV and are gluten-free. Vodka citrus squeeze, early favorite for me. I do have the vodka transfusion with me, popular on the golf course. Tequila Ranch water, they are living up to the hype. This isn't part of this. We had a warehouse event last weekend, and we had racks of Waterbird, and people lost their mind in the good way. We are Waterbirds. You are Waterbirds. Penguins are Waterbirds. And last but certainly not least, go try the Tequila Ranch water.
That is what I heard was the favorite.
Blanco tequila, sparkling water, and real lime juice. This Texas classic is simple and refreshing. Find Waterbirds in Walmart. Yep. Total Wine. Sure. Publix. South. And thousands of retailers nationwide. Go to waterbird.com. Type in your zip code to find the nearest retailer. Grab a bird. Sick echo. I just don't know how you could think that.
They already tried to DFA him. And they were asked by leadership of the team not to.
Right.
So they have come to the conclusion that the best thing moving forward was to DFA DJ once. I don't think it's going to be hard.
Right, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, but that was for team morale going into the postseason, and they let someone have a say. He hasn't played yet. His quotes are like, I got a lot on my mind just to get to a place where I can help this team.
Right.
Peraza and Cabrera are getting a lot of run at third.
Yep.
And they look good. And they're young and athletic. And every move this team has made.
So you think they're going to release DJ before spring training's over?
Yep, or IL.
I guess
again.
I just don't believe that.
They already did make that decision at the end of last year.
But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of talks to have that.
Because because the fake IL situation, like, they were okay with it.
Right.
I can't see them breaking camp with him. Unless he starts looking good. He's not. You can't lose Peraza to have a fake DJ.
Yeah, they don't need
for 2 months. Both of them. Yeah, then your bench just sucks, dude. So I don't think DJ is going to be on the roster.
I mean, I hope that's right, but I don't think we've seen enough evidence so far.
We haven't seen anything yet.
Correct.
He would have to look so different for it to not be an inept baseball decision.
Yes, but they can always just hide their hat on spring training. And, like, spring training doesn't matter. He's tracking balls. And, this is, that as long as he gets on the field, he's got a contract.
Someone in the room
him.
would have to protect him again, which I think at this point you can't.
The Yankees don't take the first half of the season seriously.
I'm just guessing that he's off. That's my guess.
I know. I think it's more hope than guess.
No, it's not. There haven't been any positive quotes. Like, we haven't been fluffed or fake fluffed in any way
Correct.
about DJ.
But guys haven't played yet.
And usually
like it's still
you would.
early spring training. Like Judge hasn't played yet. Like
yes, but why hasn't DJ played yet?
because he's an old. Cole hasn't played yet. Fried hasn't played yet. Like,
Pitchers are a little different, but DJ's fighting for a job, and they're giving everyone else the chance.
I don't know if he is.
I think he is. Well, he's fighting for the third base job. They've said that.
Yes, via quotes, but I guess that's my thing. I don't think DJ is fighting for the third base job. I think they want to get Cabrera and Peraza out there, but I think they're okay putting him on the bench. Hey, we're facing a lefty today. DJ, you get a start, especially if Stanton starts on the IL. Like, and I guess that's
I have
where
Dom
we've
Smith
differed.
on the team.
The Dominator.
I think a lot of people do. I don't think it's a.
If Stanton's out, Dom's in.
Yeah, and Stan's not starting on the team, so I think Dom's in, and
Yeah.
he's got 2 hits so far, both homers.
Yeah.
But no, he's just a bat that and you would
The
lose.
major leaguer.
Yeah,
He hit close to league average against righties last
Still
year.
29.
yeah.
Can work with that.
Short porch. Yeah.
So I got a bench of Trent, Peraza, Cabrera, Dom,
Who's at third?
Peraza. Did I say Pereira by accident? I meant
You
Peraza.
just
said
said Peraza
Cabrera.
and Cabrera for on the bench.
So you need
So
one of them.
someone's
got
to
to
start there, and someone's got to start at DH. Assuming we're projecting a Stanton IL.
Yes, Dom would be the DH for most games, and then
So then I think you need one more bench player.
another bench player, Duke Ellis.
Never missed a game.
He'd provide more value than everyone else on the bench as a guy that comes off the bench
There's
and,
one asset.
and provides value.
Does he have options?
He's got 2, so not him.
Currently not on the 40 man, so they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think if they have a lane, I think DJ's Jemai. I think if they have a lane to keep him around and Yankee him, and he's been a great Yankee, and he's a veteran, and he can, I think if they have a hole to keep him around, I think they will.
Yeah, it's just crazy bad roster management to use your bench as a place where you just stock guys, not as an avenue for assets that can help you get better mid-game.
Right.
Is nuts. And a pinch runner would help because there's half the roster's fast. You still got some slow guys.
Peraza.
Yeah, but like a true pinch runner. And then Peraza comes off the bench or Cabrera.
Yeah.
Duke Ellis is fast.
Duke Ellis is fast. Peraza can run. Peraza's fast. Oswaldo's not fast, but he's been a pinch runner by default from them in the past because they haven't had real benches.
That would be such a bad bench.
Yeah.
If Peraza is one of Peraza or Cabrera starting, and then the other 3 it's a 1-person bench.
Yes.
Bizarre. I hope that doesn't happen.
No. Dom will DH versus righties. DJ will DH versus lefties.
Yeah, he would have to have a really good spring. Otherwise, that is a bad baseball decision. That can't happen. Have to have put this in the past. They've changed a lot of their ways.
Yeah.
That is
They're
true.
hunting
We haven't
athleticism.
seen that with roster management yet.
No,
You know?
but everything that DJ has right now is something that they're trying to get away from. Trying to get more athletic. They're trying to get out of
Yeah.
slowness.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the arm strength at third. The other 2 kids are playing really well.
They can make plus plays on the defensive end. They really kind of
Goldie's an
can't.
oldie, you know?
Yeah, but Goldie's got a crazy good track record.
Right.
That's not comparable.
I just think not everyone has been young and athletic. Like I don't know. I think they hold DJ to a higher standard.
What he was when he was 4 years ago.
Right.
I can't see it. I think they've done such a better job of making a deeper lineup and getting people that can play their positions really pained them. They talk about it, and DJ doesn't help anywhere.
But when have we seen them get rid of the asset either too early, on time, or even a little late? Like at this point of the year.
We haven't, but they were going to say goodbye to him last year. So I'm just, the group got together and made a decision.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, what if we do, he'll go to the IL. I was like, okay, fine. That doesn't mean
Right.
he's now back.
But the Yankees think if they can get a half a season out of him, which, we've seen Gallo give one of the first worst Yankee half seasons we've seen.
No, we've seen this a lot. They take forever. And I just don't, those guys at least, like DJ's not going to be the starter.
Probably.
So I don't see him as a bench guy.
I know. I don't want to see him as a bench guy.
IL or
The Yankees haven't. The Yankees have not proven to us that they will do that decision. If they do, I also believe it's the right move. But there's no evidence.
yeah, only banking on they already made the decision. Yeah, it's not like they made the decision and then then they had to like forego it and he became a player.
But that there hasn't been an opportunity.
Save him the public embarrassment in the middle of the season, and he'll go on the IL.
Are we back into public embarrassment?
No,
Or
I
at
think the
camp,
Yankees
you
are
didn't
like,
make it
fine, you got to fucking prove it because in our heads, you're not here. We already sent you home. We gifted you an
I
IL
hope so.
second life.
I hope so. Saying they made the decision, but they didn't execute the decision
Yes.
is tough.
Yeah. Well, he accepted the other option, I guess. That's such a bad bench.
Yes.
Like Duke Ellis would provide more than DJ off the bench.
Speedster.
It's not even Duke Ellis. There's probably other guys I can find. But Duke Ellis can be stashed. But Pereira, if you want him to hit.
He could pinch hit for Wells.
Yeah.
Pereira, well, I think it depends with everything else that goes around between injuries, between the two veterans that are making money that we don't know what to do with on the Yankees roster currently. I think the Yankees still like Pereira. Pereira was an exit velo king. Like, Pereira's been actually hurt. That Pereira, of all the players that are actually at Yankee camp that could do the Luis Heel. Like, you played so well and we can find a roster spot for you. Pereira's one of the only guys who's actually on that list.
Yeah, unless they think he's a trade piece come the middle of the season, so they want him to be a stud at AAA.
Or he's just still in, rehab mode.
He's still, they said he's going to be ready for opening day.
Well, he's
Could
hitting.
be.
I think they said he was going to play the field. I think Field was on the March
It
plan,
was
right?
mid-March, return to
Yeah.
the
He's
field.
hitting.
If he is doing that for 3 weeks before,
But I guess
the season
who else
starts.
is even in the bucket? Like, Dom Smith is clearly the veteran who's played Major League Baseball that's probably already on the team. We have, look at what the conversation we just had. Oswald Peraza's locked. Which,
Yeah.
we haven't said.
I think
that
he's
going to
be the starting third baseman.
Really, you think they'll give him that over Waldo?
They put Waldo at util, he'll get everyday run, just moving around. Which
Yeah.
I don't see where, but Peraza looks, he's good at third.
Lefty righty. Yeah, I know. I think it's Oswaldo's best defensive position too. But
Me too. And
Peraza's
Oswaldo made a
plus.
couple plays, but Oswaldo's a switch hitter off the bench, so he gives you more off the bench if you need it. If there's an injury,
But then if they
person.
use him off the bench, they lose him.
well,
And they can't use him
yeah.
off the bench.
yeah, he can't start.
I don't know. I think they're just going to platoon those two to start because it's easy. And then if Peraza's good, then you can move Oswaldo into.
Yes, I went into this
rest
thinking
days.
they were going to do DJ and Oswaldo, but since listening to the way they talk and watching, now I think it's Peraza and the two Cabreras or two Oswaldos at third rotating.
I guess either way, Dom Smith is kind of that veteran that coming into camp, we would have been like, yeah, okay. And now with this every Stanton update, it's like he might be our starting DH opening day. Pereira has like prospect profile. He's in the age range. He has some assets. If he has a good camp, like it could open up the conversation. Who else is even in that bucket? Anyone? Like nobody, not Jorbit.
Yeah,
No, it'd be someone they like pick up from elsewhere, like a Talkman situation.
Pablo
Right.
Reyes is in camp. Like
Okay.
a veteran that I know is here.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Braden Shoemake.
Versatile.
I hadn't considered Pereira at all before you mentioned him, but points towards him would be one, if he's able to play outfield. He does project to be like a plus defender in
Then
the
what
corners.
the hell is Grisham doing? If
Yeah.
Pereira's on the roster.
Well,
And Boone has mentioned on a few occasions like wanting some sort of righty off the bench that makes sense, and he,
Right.
if they believe in Pereira to be ready to do that, he probably fits that profile.
It's one of the only options. And then I just think the three things kind of lurking right now. Next steps with DJ, next steps with Stroman, which pitcher answers are usually a little easier. And then like you're saying, I mean Trent Grisham, we all traded him.
Yeah. Shoemake, Squid off the bench. That's not much.
I think he wants to go to AAA just for a little bit.
Well,
He did the full year there last
where
year.
like
Stats
like
weren't good.
the defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
You don't need like a defensive replacement.
Good
No,
run.
maybe left
in,
field.
in the outfield. Yeah, but well, Squid has played some left field. They have him listed. Interesting.
Boom.
The Ismail Munguia,
Yeah.
whatever, he's gotten the most at bats. No, he's gotten the second most at bats behind. Who was it?
Yeah.
It was behind Rumfield, TJ Rumfield.
Nice.
Most hits out of any Yankee this spring? Roderick Arias.
The kid.
3 for 4.
Watch out.
Belly, 3 for 7. Goldie, 2 for 7. What's the lineup today? I didn't see it.
Are they in Yampa or not in Yampa?
I don't know. Rodon's starting, so.
Rodon is starting. I believe they're playing the Phillies in Clearwater, I believe. So right there.
Right there.
Jazz Chisholm is leading off at second base. Anthony Volpe batting second at shortstop. Dominguez in left field. Ben Rice at first, not catching. Pereira is the DH. Cabrera at third. Spencer Jones in center field batting seventh. Alex Jackson batting eighth. Duke Ellis is in right field. And Rodon's pitching.
Should we be talking about Ben Rice more? I like Ben Rice.
Yeah, just as a lefty.
Is he a catcher? Question mark.
I don't think so. He caught Rodon in that game.
Right.
It didn't look. It's one game. I love Ben Rice.
Sure.
And Rodon was kind of not feeling it.
Classic.
It didn't look. It didn't look. I'd want to watch more, I guess, is all I'd say.
The Ben Rice defensive catcher scouting report has always been might have to abandon it because the bat's ready to move to the next level and the glove isn't.
I like Ben Rice.
I know it's just I think,
But he gets Dom Smith.
He gets Dom Smith because they'd lose Dom no matter what. And they're not going to bring both of those guys because they're both lefty first base guys.
And if they plan to have him keep catcher in the back pocket for now, or keep that skill going, have him do it in AAA.
Him and Escara battling a catcher at AAA.
Move around.
We're here.
Escara plays everywhere.
Volpe and Jazz are playing games together. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Dominguez in left field. That's nice. Cabrera at third. So still no DJ. He must be on the March 1st plan.
I think so.
Just haven't heard anything about him.
We'll get eyes on him soon.
Yeah.
We know how to
That's true.
scout him now.
All right. So did we finish it?
I think there's a little bit of lineup talk we can do after this.
Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are, with all new ways to get in on the action with our partners at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you use code YANKS. From monster slams, dishing the rock, cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite players, and prop bets you can make at DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use code YANKS. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code YANKS only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. One other play-in guy.
Yep.
Brendan Davis. 25 years old, was a Cubs top prospect, played well. He lost the option game and he's been injured. That's how he was available. That he's 25. He actually still has an option, so the Yankees, again, could keep him in the minors.
Mm-hmm.
But, that would be a nice little notch on the Cashman Yankee belt. We ran into this 25-year-old top prospect who's good.
Yeah,
but that's the only other thing.
What's his name? Brennan
Davis.
Brennan.
And have we seen him
Two
get into
E's,
a spring game yet?
2 E's, 3 N's.
Okay.
But I ain't been looking for him.
You have not. All right, we got some stuff around camp to react to. We got audio of Booney.
Yeah, Boone did a little lineup talk. This is on Foul Territory. Shout out.
How about it?
I'm hitting Judgy second, just because we're very left-handed, especially with Giancarlo out. So I would say in that 3-hole, really, it depends who I lead off. The 3-hole could be Jazz, it could be Belly, it could be different against a lefty.
What if somebody comes up to you and says, "I got what it takes to hit behind Judgy"? Would that change your view, or are you like, nah?
You got it? No, because I think they all have that.
No,
The ones
stop.
that are
they don't all have it. You don't have 9 guys that could hit behind Judge.
Yeah, but there's some you're not even thinking yet that might factor in, especially as the season unfolds.
So Judge hits 2.
Sounded like Boone.
Yeah. I like that he comes out and just says Judge hitting 2. And he also said with Stan out, we're lefty heavy because the replacements are Dom Smith or Rice.
It sounds like they're leaning towards a lefty 1 and 3 and specifically.
Yes. So that's good.
Jazzer Belly 3. Jazzer Belly 1.
You would think.
Well, I guess. Okay, I don't want this to come up.
Unless they still want Dominguez 1.
Right. I think that's still in play. We'll see some tea leaves in spring training. I can't see that. He's not an on-base guy.
Well, and like with the lineup today, all those guys are playing, not Belly, and Jazz is the one leading off.
Well, okay. Now I've just double spun myself because I was about to say some of the slight good news for this, and this isn't player hating. But if he's going to drop we have so many lefties, then Volpe can't lead off.
Yeah, it has to be a lefty.
If Judges too.
Yeah.
Even when he talks about against a lefty starting pitcher, and that was the only window he did leave open, was that we could do something different there. But yeah, let Volpe figure it out at the bottom.
Yeah.
For over a month, and then we can talk about anything else.
I'd like that.
How about that?
I'd like that.
What's Volpe's best ever month? BBD, get on.
It's got to be April of 20. I mean, if you're not counting regular season,
it's April
Regular season.
or
April last
May
year.
of last year.
Yeah, it's got to be. I had this up.
I think when we've
in a
looked
doc
at
recently.
I think when we recorded his PPP coming soon.
It's got to be April of last year. I think in a landslide.
May of last year is somehow the better of the 2 months to start last year. He had a 293 batting average, 812 OPS.
Okay.
May 2024, which is probably going to be our winner.
Yeah.
He's maybe had a better 30-game period.
Give me that again.
Yeah, forever. Be a stud. We got anything else around the league? Around the Yankees, I mean?
The story of Wells asking to get in yesterday is just good stuff. We didn't we didn't say that part of it when we talked about, he did get back in there yesterday.
Well, yeah, he wasn't supposed to start playing until March either, and they put him in. He hit a shot.
He lobbied to catch Will Warren.
Fun. Will Warren pitch mix looks good. Wells had two shots. One got tracked down, but it was a nice hit, and then the next one, it was almost the same exact spot for a double after the singles barrage, which was fun. You got a link here that says, look at this picture. I'm going to look at it.
Yeah, you should look at that picture. I think you'd like some things going on in there.
Okay, you got
Oswaldo. Brian Hoke's ex.
Yes, you have Oswaldo taking pictures. He's awesome. Oswaldo's pretty awesome. Like when he is writing cursive, the noises he's making and the confidence, pretty great. And then Trent Grisham, asleep with his sunglasses covering his eyes.
That's what I thought your eyes might gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Because Trent Grisham is just asleep back there.
Yeah, he's just sleeping.
God. So tired.
He's a sleepy cat.
What is that?
I don't know. It's wild.
An iron deficiency or...
Oh, you know what we should do before we end this episode? We should look at the promotional, because I didn't see the promotional schedules.
Okay.
But that dropped, and I'm interested in it.
Got some pictures on the dock for you to look at.
We have on the dock?
On our show doc, there's a link to the announcement. And
yeah. I just
picture of Jazz wearing his item.
So we have calendar day, where you get a calendar.
Big.
All right. Hockey jersey night. This has been a win across a lot of teams have done these, and it's been very fun. Who's the player on it?
Don't believe last year's hockey jersey, I know, didn't have
Just
a specific
Yankees.
player.
Oh, I thought it was a Soto one, but Soto was just wearing it.
Soto had basketball jersey night, which this year looks like will be Jazz.
Hershey Park kids ticket giveaway. So you get tickets to Hershey Park. Okay.
Wow.
And then Jazz Chisholm basketball jersey night. And yeah, he took BP wearing it. That's cool. Celebrate Jazz. I like the hockey jersey better because I have tiny arms.
DKNY.
Star Wars. So everyone put this on your calendar.
Stanton.
If you're not a fan of Star Wars, do not go. The Yankees aren't going to be happy I say this. Do not go to the May 4th game.
Luckily, there are a lot of Star Wars fans.
Luckily, there are. That's why you don't go if you're not a fan.
If you are a Star Wars fan, go to that one.
Yeah. If you're going to the May 4th game, you have to get there twice as early as you usually get there. That's something to PSA.
May the 4th be with you.
Because those Star Wars bobblehead lines are crazy.
Real.
Yeah. Friday, June 6th, Yogi Berra bobblehead night. Nice.
Football jersey, is that later in the year?
They have a Yankees T-shirt day on the 21st. Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead. Fireworks on June 27th. Billy Joel bobblehead.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. What's this? Mo Willems the Pigeon 4-inch plush keychain. What is that?
The pigeon is, I believe, is a card. You'd recognize the image and like the art style, but that's probably not one of the winning events.
What the hell's that?
Art. What'd you say, Art? Tell him the pigeon?
Mo Willems the Pigeon. I don't recognize this. What is this?
I'm just looking at pictures of Pettit and Max Fried.
That's better than what I'm looking at.
Let me see Arch tell him the pigeon whisperer.
Mo Willems the Pigeon. I don't know what that is. Maybe we're too old. I don't.
You might. I've seen him around some kids stuff before, some books.
Hot.
You want to get the kids, you got to go Monster Jam.
Right.
You get a little
We know.
Yankee
Louis.
Monster. Dude, I would go. James is so obsessed. You would get a little monster truck.
Right.
Yankees one.
Be a huge giveaway.
Cool. Anthony Volpe bobblehead night. Is this not a ton of giveaways? I feel like there were like 6 last year. This is 12, or this is 18
they got
different
into
days.
It last year. They were doing like every Friday for a little bit there.
Old Timers Day. It's not a giveaway, it's just a day. Yankees baseball card pack day. All guests. Yankees football jersey night. Oh, I don't really like that football jersey.
Yeah, they haven't perfected the football jersey.
At least last year, making it a Judge one made it a winner.
Right.
The hockey jersey's cool. I like that one.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. All right, that's the show. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. We'll be in Tampa for a quick visit
This
next 2
weekend.
days. Yeah. Scouting. I'll have detailed.
We'll have
I'll
real
have
scouting
detailed,
report.
thorough notes. Farewell. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.